Okay, today I'm going to be doing the ranking of the top 10 best generals in World Conqueror 4. This is only going to include the free-to-play ones, so generals you purchase, such as Manstein, they won't be included. It'll just be non-paid-for generals, and yeah, we'll look at the top 10. So just first off, these are the honourable mentions. They've got Meretskov, Lieb, Yamamoto, Yamashita, and List. So these just didn't quite make the cut. I would definitely consider putting Lieb in the top 10. Some of the others, they're just sort of like the best or second best ranking in their category. Like Yamamoto is one of the best air generals for sure. It's just that I struggle to put him in the top 10. Meretskov is definitely the second best infantry general, but some of the people on the list above are just tank generals or artillery generals who are just, they do bigger damage and they're stronger. So I just wanted to put them down as honourable mentions just beforehand, so that you understand why they're not included, because many people would put them in their top 10s, but for my list I'm not going to be putting them in. Okay, so at number 10, first up, we've got Montgomery. In my opinion, I think he just about sneaks in the top 10. He is the third best artillery general. This is the build I use on him. You can use Panzer Leader instead of Inferior Victory, but I just think he is in the top 10. To be the third best tank general, I feel like that sort of gives you a place in the ranking. He's in ahead of List just because of his biography, and him being a gold tier general means you can also choose two of his perks. And yeah, it was a tough decision for 10th place. I did really want to put Lieb in, but Montgomery just sneaks in. Now in at 9, I've got another tank general. This time it's Bastico. Now I'd say 9 and 10 are sort of interchangeable between Bastico and Montgomery. They're both very, very similar. I've just put Bastico ahead because I quite like his retaliation perk, which gives him a big damage boost. The reason he's 9 compared to the ones that are just missing out is sort of similar to Montgomery. You definitely could put Montgomery ahead of him. It's just preference, but he's a strong, big hitting general. He's very useful, and he's a very nice third, fourth option to have. Okay, in at number 8 is the first naval general of the list. It's Darlan. Now I think he has to be included. The fact that he comes free eventually when you unlock him is greatly useful. He's also amazing for just boosting the attack of people he's with. My build there, I put Wolfpack on him. It means that he can just greatly increase the attack of the people he's around even more so. You could use Inspiration on him instead, or Sailor if you really like. Inspiration would be a good one. But when you pair him up with someone like Yamaguchi, they're just amazing together, especially if you've got like a level 5 Richelieu. They're just going to cook together, and I think being free is a really big reason why I've actually put him back down on the list, because some of these generals you're spending thousands of medals on, and Darlan, you just get him by completing the conquest. And not only that, he's also he's a decent general damage wise by himself when you put him on units. I've not put people like Donitz on the list just because the price is just so much more, and yeah, he's at number 8. So in at number 7, we've got an Air Force general. We've got Chennault. Now he's another general like Darlan who's free. You may disagree with my build. I just use him purely for economy, all three things. But you can also turn him into a really, really good Air Force general if you put carpet bombing on him and another good perk which complements Air Force. He'll literally be amazing. His special perk, which makes people not be able to retaliate against you, is just amazing, especially in some of the tougher conquests. Like in the 1943 Axis ones. He's incredibly useful, and also how he's very versatile in that he can also just be a pure economy general like I use him, and again he's completely free. You don't need to spend any medals on buying him. So yeah, I think Chennault is just really good. It's hard to compare an Air Force general, say, compared to a tank general, but I think you've got to just think about usefulness and price, and Chennault is definitely up there. Everyone, since he's been added, he's just been an essential for everyone, and yeah, that's why he deserves that spot for me. Okay, at number 6, it's our third free general in a row. We've got Malinovsky. Now, this guy's very hard to unlock. He's quite far on the battle pass, but he is amazing. His special perks make him very good at keeping his health, and if you add something like Inferior Victory on, he can do big damage as well. He's an amazing general to put on Elite Force units. He's better than some of the in-app purchases as well. He's definitely the best infantry general, that's hands down. And yeah, not having to spend thousands of medals on him's a blessing. And yeah, I think he gets that spot. I know an infantry general's hard to compare to the other ones, but even when you put him on a strong elite force, he does big damage, and he can show off how infantry generals can actually keep up with tank and artillery. Okay, we're getting into the big boys now, and in at number 5 I've got Yamaguchi, the second naval general on this list. On him I use Inferior Victory and Fleet Leader, and he's a very effective general. He may only have 5 stars in the Navy ability, but his first perk gives him a bigger damage bonus anyway. Not only that, you can also use him to be, I think, one of the almost the very best, if not, he's one of the best. I'm not sure if he is the best. He's definitely top 3, but Air Force generals for free-to-play people. You can improve his stars, make him very good. But he's just good in general on normal elite force boats. You can put Inferior Victory on him, and he's actually, I think he might be cheaper than Donitz. If not, he's a similar price to all of them. He's a way better alternative. He's a big game changer since he's been added, and he's a general you should definitely look at purchasing if you need a naval general. Okay, and in at number 4 we've now got Brooke, one of the best artillery generals in the game. He's second best free to play. I'm running those 2 perks on him if you would like to copy them. He's similar to Konev. I would definitely say Konev's better because of his biography. It was actually hard not to put Brooke in the top 3. I've got reasons for that, but I mean, he could easily be in your top 3 generals if you like. He is quite expensive. He is, I think, 2,500 general medals to first purchase him. But when you do get him, he's very good at dealing big damage. He's up there with the best generals. I think he definitely deserves a high spot in this list, and I've given him the number 4 spot. I think he totally deserves it. When you put him on the strong units, he's already got Inferior Victory if you're at a lower level, which is quite useful because for many people he'll probably be stronger for quite a while with that extra bonus to damage, which you can't actually get on Konev until you've done quite a lot of the battle pass for the conquests. So yeah, Brooke in at number 4. Now, just before we get to the top 3 best generals, I want you all to please subscribe. It really helps the channel and helps me, because then more people can see the videos. I can then get more advice on what I can do better to provide better content and tutorials and stuff. So overall, it will just help everyone out. If you could please subscribe, I'd appreciate it a lot. You don't have to, but I'd appreciate it very much. And if you're already subscribed, then just please like the video, and let's look at this top 3 then. So first up, at number 3, it is Rommel. Now, I think he definitely deserves this spot. He's been in the game for a long time. You can also get him on a discount price when you do his missions, so he's not quite as expensive as people think he might be. You can put Inferior Victory on him as well, which makes him very strong. For free-to-play players, he's definitely second best. He's very effective on a tank, which is an elite force as well. He's got his bio, which helps greatly with that. I was between him and Brooke, but I've gone for him at number 3 over Brooke. He doesn't quite get into the top 2, but he's a really good general, and I definitely recommend buying him maybe around the modern war time, or a bit after the Cold War. Be quite a good general to go and get. You sort of have to have him. He's one of the essentials, really. And yeah, Rommel at 3. Okay, so in at number 2, we're almost done with the list, is Konev. Now, this guy, eventually you can have it, so he's getting a 100% critical attack, which is crazy. I run Inferior Victory and Inspiration on him. Those are the 2 best perks you can put on him. If you don't have those, then I'd maybe consider Rumour as an option. But no, his biography makes him one of the best artillery generals in the game, if not the best. He's pretty much as good as Zhukov, really. He's better than Kluger. He is just that good, and he's one of the ones you need to buy early on in the game. I'd definitely try and make him one of your first 5 generals that you buy. You can get him from the cheap as well. He's got discounted missions, which makes him very useful. He can hit very high hits as well. He can do a lot of damage. I like him a lot on the BM artillery unit, and all round Konev is just a really amazing general. Now just before we see number 1, can I please quickly just ask you to subscribe and like the video again. But anyway, number 1 is Guderian. Now it can't really have been anyone else. He's the best by a mile. The damage he can deal is insane. His biography is also insane. I use Inferior Victory and Inspiration on him. Those are the 2 best possible perks you can put on him. If you don't have those, then just use Rumour and other things like explosives maybe. I can't remember what the best thing is to put on him, but definitely Rumour as an alternative. In terms of damage, he does the most. He has to be number 1 really. He's also one of the more fun generals to use, and I think you need to make him one of your first 3 generals you buy, if not your first general you can buy if you can. He's the perfect general for any sort of mission involving land units. He can do a lot of damage, and yeah, he's an OG as well. He's been in the game since the start, and I definitely recommend you buy him. For me, he's number 1, ahead of everyone else, and it shouldn't even be a question really. Okay, I just want to say thank you for watching, and these are the generals that I've bought. If you want me to do a ranking of all of the in-app purchase ones, I can. I have used almost all of them. I can give you a good ranking on them all. I didn't include them in this one just because it's hard to compare generals that cost money and generals that don't. I sort of will have to do a separate rating. Obviously, some of the generals which you pay for are better in game than the ones I've just mentioned. Like Manstein is the best general in the game, but he costs money, so I've put Guderian ahead of him. But yeah, thank you for watching this episode, and if you've got any future videos you want me to do, just let me know. Please subscribe and like the video, and just thank you for watching.